Now, my fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace, for happy days brings in the new moon. But no, methinks, how slow this old moon wanes.
For days will quickly steep themselves in night, for nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go to Philistrid, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awaken the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my soul, and won thy love doing thee injury. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reverence.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. My gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and exchanged love tokens with my child, and hast turned her obedience, which is due to me, into stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not consent under your grace to marry Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of the Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, either to this man or to her death according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god, and Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
My father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me, in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloister mewed, to live a barren sister of your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause. By the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, on that day I be prepared to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as you would, or on Diana's altar to Proteus, for I austerity and single love.
Relent, sweet Hermia. And Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my servant right. You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True he hath my love, and as she is mine, I do estate all of her right unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well possessed as he. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, and more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why not then should I prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter, Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoken thereof. But my mind being overfull of self-affairs, I did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus. I have some private schooling for you both. And as for you, Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, and by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta. What cheer, my love?
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well redeem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me, for aught that I could ever hear or read by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
If them true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, for fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. Remote is her home, 7 leagues from Athens, and she respects me as her only son. There, Hermia, may I marry thee. Into that place the hand of the Athenian law cannot reach us. If thou lovest me, steal forth from thy father's place tomorrow night, and in the woods a league without the town. There I will wait for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In the place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
You call me fair, that fair again and say, Demetrius, you're fair. Oh, happy fair, sickness is catching over favor, so yours I would catch, Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye, your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest to be to you translated. Teach me how you smile with art. You sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, or that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night through Athens' gate have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lover's food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. Oh, and this you on him, Demetrius, dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Throughout Athens, I am not as fair as she. Oh, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed an oath that he were only mine. But when this handsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and all showers of oath did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, then will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, for herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have a sight thither and back again.
Best to call them generally. Man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll with every man's name, which is thought fit through all of Athens, to plain our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
Oh, first, good Peter Quince,
say what the play treats on, and then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is The Most Lamentable Comedy and Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself for the most gallant of love.
That will ask for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole, in some measure, to the rest.
Okay.
Yet, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Heracles rarely, or a part to Terracada to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from afar and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players and proceed.
Francis.
This Heracles is vain, a tyrant's vain, a lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is this? A one night?
It is the lady Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, have not me play woman. I haven't feared coming.
That's all one. You shall plait in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Disney, Disney.
Ah, Pyramus, thy lover dear, thy lady dear, and Thisbe dear.
No! You must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Peter Quince. Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother, Tom Snout, the tinker.
I'm here, Peter Quince.
You must play Pyramus's father.
Yes!
Myself, Thisbe's father, and Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? If it be, pray thee, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore. It is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion's part too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they'd have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. Coo, coo. I will roar you, and 'twere a nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Yay!
But, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you and desire you to come them by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There we will rehearse. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we will rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At this oak we will meet.
Enough. Hold or cut buzzers! Through my chair.
Spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through a bush, through a briar, over park, over pale, through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, and I serve the fairy queen. Now I must go find some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. So farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. The queen in all her elves comes here and on.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen not come within his sight. For Oberon is passing, found in wrath. That she, as her attendant hath, a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had this with a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have a child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. And now they never meet, grove or green, by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their elves for fear, creep into acre cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are the shrewd and knavish sprite. Called Robin Goodfellow, are not you he, who frights the maidens of the village reek, who misleads night wanderers and laughs at their harm, those who hobgoblin call you, and sweet puck. You do their work and they shall have good luck, are not you he?
Thou speaks aright. I'm the merry wanderer of the night. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed in his company.
Tarry, rash, wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the furthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your beskinned mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance in my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, dale, forest, or men, by painted fountain or rushy brook, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport, and the winds, piping to us in vain, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs which, falling on the land, have made a repelting river so proud that they have overborne their continents. And the same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why would Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling child to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order, but she, being mortal, that boy did die. And it's for her sake that I will raise him, and it's for her sake that I do not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day.
Give me that boy, and I will go with it.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Fine! Go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury! My gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest the very time I saw that thou couldst not. flying between the cold moon and the earth. Cupid, all over.
I remember.
A certain impudent Cupid had a fair vesture, throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly, so it should pierce 100,000 hearts. And marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell on a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make a man or a woman madly dote on the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a gargle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this herb, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she then, waking, looks upon, be it lion, or bear, or wolf, or bull, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, I'll make her render up her face to me. Who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou toldest me they are stolen into this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not or cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, the more I'll fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege.
I shall run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Fie, Demetrius! You once you set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave this grove. Thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where the ox slips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with egglet tongue. There lies Titania, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove a sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall be soon.
Now, a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now asleep. Bend to your offices and let me rest.
Forty headshots beat on
You can be sleeping.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it cat or ounce or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thine eye shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Methinks this is the wrong map. Where is Oregon? Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us here if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. So by your side, no bedroom me deny. And lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Such separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, said I, and then in life when I had loyalty. Here's my bed, sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring bloom. Knight of Silence! Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound, on this dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie, near this black love, this curl courtesy. Churled upon the eyes I bestow, all this power is charm not though. So awake for when I am gone, for now I must overrun.
Get away, vile woman!
Stay, do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Wilt thou darkly leave me? Say not so!
Stop! Stop! Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, whereso she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright, not washed with salt tears? If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I'm as ugly as a bear, and the beasts that see me do run away for fear. But what is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake, transparent Helena. Nature shows art, and through thy bosom I can see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword?
Not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he loves your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not exchange a raven for a dove. Man's will is by his reason swayed, and reason says, you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until they're seasoned, so I, being young, till now not ripe to reason.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hand did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? We must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good sooth you do. In such a disdainful manner me to woo. Oh, that a woman of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. And now, with all my powers, address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Hie me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. You thought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what, removed? Lysander, Lord, what, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you will find immediately.
We all met.
Pat? And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Willy Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
I've related a parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all better. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that it will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus.
What?
But Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will the ladies not be afeard of the lion as well?
I fear it, I promise you.
Then another prologue must tell that he is not a lion, but a man.
Nay, nay. He must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were but pity on my life. No. I am a man as other men are, and there, indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly that he is Snug the joiner!
Well, we will. I guess it shall be so. But then there are two hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play? A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night!
Again, may we leave a casement of the great chamber window where we perform open, and the moon can shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorn and say he comes to disfigure, to present the person of moonshine. But then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the starry, did talk through the chink of a wall.
Well, we cannot bring in a wall, so what says that? Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus.
Oh.
And through this cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper. Sweaty. Sorry, a bit nervous.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Once you have spoken your part, enter into that break, Pyramus, and then so everyone according to his cue.
What Hampton homespuns have we spied right here? So near the cradle of the bird. What to play towards? I'll be an auditor.
An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause. Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
The flowers of odious sacred.
Odors.
The flowers of odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus than ever, play here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes, but to see a noise that he heard, and is to return.
Most radiant. Most radiant. Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant brow, most briskly juvenile and egg most lovely too, as true as horse, that yet will never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, and ladies too.
Nines too, man. Why you must not speak that yet. That you answer in a pyramid. You speak your part all at once, cues and all. Enter, Pyramus, your cues past. It is never tire.
As true as horse, that yet will never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange, we are wanted! Right? Masters, fly! Masters, help!
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom! What do I see on thee? Thou art transformed?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bless thee! Bottom, bless thee! Thou art translated!
make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down, and I will sing, so that they shall hear I am not afraid. So black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the blossom with his note so true, and red with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, and mine eyes much enthralled of thy shape. And my fair bird whose force performed doth move me on first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. Yet, if I had wit enough to get me out of this wood, I'm enough to serve mine own turn.
Whoop. Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt stay whether thou wilt or no. I am spirit of no common rate, and summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee berries to attend on thee. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with green grapes, purple figs, and mulberries. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to mouths and do him courtesies.
I cry your worship's mercy, heartily. I beseech your worship's name. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman? I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father! Sorry. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Mustard Seed.
Oh, I know your patience well, good Master Mustard Seed. Your kindred hath made mine eyes water ere now. I shall desire you with more acquaintance as well.
Come, lead him to the bower. The moon, methinks, looks with the watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower. Tie up my lover's tongue.
What?
Bring him silently.
Oh,